Hi all and welcome to my channel where everything revolves around being filmy. Today I bring to you a film from Bollywood, which is the Malayalam language film industry, which has just released on Amazon Prime. Before I begin, I just want to mention about something. I am no professional film critic, nor have I taken any film course in direction or acting or producing or anything of that sort. I am just an entertainment junkie who has grown up watching films, watching TV shows, and I seem to be very emotionally connected with everything I watch. So I'm just here to let my opinions out, to just let you know, to give you some ideas of what to watch, what not to watch. So whoever finds my page relatable, please do subscribe to it. So let's get started. I will be reviewing Cold Case today, directed by Tanu Balak. It stars Prithviraj Sukumaran and Aditi Balan. Other integral characters in this film are Lakshmi Priya Chandramouli, Aanya Rajan and Suchitra Pillai. For non-Malayalam film watchers, I think you must have seen Prithviraj in his last film in Bollywood, Aurangzeb. You must have also seen him in Naam Shabana, which was a very successful film, and his debut movie Aanya, which was quite a weird film, so let's not even go there. Aditi Balan last appeared in a Kutti Story with the Vijay Sethupathi, and she has garnered a lot of love and appreciation from Aruvi, which was her Tamil language film. I will give you an absolutely synopsis because it's a crime thriller horror film of sorts, so I don't want to give out a lot. Basically, in their small village, a skull is found in a lake by a fisherman and nobody knows who it belongs to. Obviously, it's been there for a while, so this means that ACP Satyajit, played by Prithvi, is supposed to find out who did what. Alright. Parallelly, we see Aditi Balan playing the role of Medha. She's an investigative journalist who mostly broadcasts about ghost stories, paranormal activities. And she is shifting her house with her little daughter, and she's a divorcee, so she's finding a house to stay. Now, this house seems to have a lot of weird paranormal activities going on, which she doesn't really believe in, but with the way things are going for her, she can't help but believe. So how these two protagonists living their own lives, doing their own thing, kind of cross their paths is what is interesting in this film. To be honest, the film really got me intrigued right from the trailer because I found it very interesting and I had not really seen Prithviraj's work before, so I was like, okay, let me watch it. Another important part of this film is the fact that I'm so glad I watched it during the daytime because, see, I'm not into any kind of horror and thriller, anything that revolves around these paranormal weird stuff. I'm not into it at all and I do get a little scared, so I'm glad I watched it during the daytime. This film completely kept me at the edge of my seat because I really wanted to find out what's going on, who's doing what exactly went wrong, obviously who is the culprit, blah blah, and so on. The important part about this film is that the script, the story was the hero in this film. So I believe if the characters were changed and anybody else played whatever the characters played, it wouldn't have made a difference because that's how strong the script was meant to be, and that's the point of the director as well. Tanu Balak believes that the script was the hero of this whole film. And you don't see these things happening a lot nowadays, and that is the beauty of Malayalam film cinema. I came across this when I watched Drishyam 2. Now, Drishyam 2 was also my first full-fledged Malayalam film that I watched, and oh my god, it was beautifully helmed. I don't even have to say anything about it. It was so amazing. So similarly, and another notable thing okay, for me everything is noteworthy in Malayalam industry because I am new to watching the industry. So whoever is probably a professional and what happens in Malayalam film industry, okay, whatever. But I find everything very beautiful in different ways. For example, the way they dress their women, they are so relatable. The dress up, the makeup, their entire look, it's so relatable. They don't look overly glam, and that is something I really love. Now, about the critical analysis of this film. Now, there will be a lot of unanswered questions that you have. Now, first of all, when I kept mentioning that there are paranormal activities in the film, that itself I feel takes away from a lot of the audience members who will not be interested to watch it. Those who believe in all this, definitely, okay, it makes sense to them, fine. People who believe that yes, there are these unexplainable powers in the world, exorcism and all of this. So those who believe in that, okay, probably for them. But I feel like because of the way the film is placed, a lot of people will be restricted, in terms of viewers. Plus, when you combine a good murder mystery with these ghostly elements, I feel like it is avoidable. I mean, you don't have to really get into it. Also, when we are watching a film, now for example, from the director's perspective, let me tell you, I feel like when he directed the film, he wanted everybody to follow exactly the script he's given. But we as people, when we are watching a film, maybe the main character's story is not what appeals to us. Something happening in the side, we want to know what happened there. So in that way, the story was not very connected and well spun. Like I said, that's why there'll be a lot of unanswered things that people have, which is putting a lot of people off. And I think in that way, not every audience concern was addressed, and not even like every audience, but like basic concerns were not addressed in this film. However, I found the story very appealing. And I feel like the trailer invoked a lot of hope and a lot of expectations in people in general. So I think this film has let down a lot of people and a lot of public. But for me, again, like I said, personal opinion here, I think the film was very decent. I enjoyed thoroughly watching the film, but because obviously I'm sitting down, I have to make a review, so I'm making notes, then I feel like, oh yeah, this was missing and that was missing, so I kind of find those flaws out there. But otherwise, it's a one-time watch. I don't think there's any problem with that, so please, you want to go ahead, please do try it. And the actors have done a very nice job. Like I said, they're so relatable, they're good people, they're doing good work, so do watch it if you feel like. The background score of this film was actually the true hero, I must say. It was made by Sankaran and by Siddharthan, and the music was apt. It was invoking the horror, the suspense, and the anxiety in me, and I was happy about that. So all in all, I'm keeping this review super short only because I feel like a lot could have been done, and I feel I could have spoken a lot about the story if I wanted to give out the story and if I wanted to do those spoiler alerts. But all in all, I feel like if you want to just kind of watch a suspense movie, go for it, sure. Don't use a lot of brain while watching it. Don't have too many questions like, no, I'm going to analyze the F out of this film. Don't do that. Just watch it with like a simple way. And also those who are too scared of all this stuff, please don't watch it at night. I don't know. And those who are professionals who love watching your, I don't know, the Annabelles and all these kind of things, please go ahead and watch it any time of the day you want. And if you feel like, oh my god, okay, today I want to watch a film and I want to be a Sherlock Holmes myself, I want to be a detective in my head and try to solve who did it, for that time pass sort of a business, I think it's a good film to watch. That's all from me for today. You can please comment or leave any comments below, whatever you want to see next, and please like and subscribe and share about the channel, and wait for my next review. फिलहाल हम चलते हैं.